Have you ever felt like giving up? Like no matter how hard you try, life just keeps pushing you down? This is the story of a young man who reached that breaking point. The day he almost gave up. But something small, something unexpected, changed everything. So sit back, because this story might just remind you why you should never stop believing in yourself. His name was Aaron, a quiet, hard-working boy from a small town. He wasn't born with special talent or money, but he had big dreams. Since he was a kid, Aaron wanted to be an artist. He loved painting the sky, the trees, the faces of people he met. But his family, they didn't see any future in that. Art doesn't pay the bills, his father used to say. Focus on something real, Aaron. Still, every night, when the world went to sleep, Aaron would light a small lamp and paint on scraps of paper, the only thing he could afford. He believed one day his work would be seen, but life didn't make it easy. He applied for dozens of art scholarships, rejected. He tried to sell his paintings online, no one bought. Even his friends told him, maybe it's time to move on, little by little. The spark inside him started to fade. It was a rainy afternoon when it all came crashing down. Aaron received a letter, another rejection from an art academy. This one was his last hope. He stared at the letter, hands shaking, eyes wet. That was the moment. He whispered to himself, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm just not good enough. He packed his brushes into a box. That night, he decided he would stop painting, forever. The next morning, he took a walk through the park feeling empty inside. He sat on a bench staring at nothing. An old man was sitting beside him, feeding crumbs to the birds. The man noticed Aaron's tired eyes and asked, "You look like you've lost something important." Aaron forced a smile. "Just a dream," the old man chuckled softly. "Dreams don't die, son. People just stop chasing them." Aaron didn't reply. He just nodded and looked away. But the man continued, "You know, when I was your age, I wanted to be a writer. Everyone told me it was a waste of time. I stopped writing for 40 years. Now every day I write again. Not for fame, not for money, just because it makes me feel alive." Aaron looked at him confused. The man smiled. "Don't bury your dream just because others can't see its value." The old man stood up, dropped a small folded note on the bench, and walked away. When Aaron opened it, he saw just 3 words written in shaky handwriting. "Keep painting anyway." Something about those words lit a fire in him again. That night, Aaron opened his box of brushes. He took out one old canvas, torn from years ago, and began painting. He poured every bit of pain, doubt, and hope into that piece. He didn't care if it was good or bad. He just painted what he felt. Days passed. Weeks passed. He kept painting every night, quietly, consistently. One morning, his younger sister took a photo of one of his paintings and posted it online with the caption, "My brother paints the way hearts heal." That post went viral. Thousands of people shared it, leaving comments like, "This touched my soul. Please tell him not to stop." Within days, a small art gallery reached out, asking if Aaron would display his work. That first exhibition wasn't huge, but people loved his art because it was real. It spoke to those who'd been broken too. Aaron stood there, watching strangers smile and even cry in front of his paintings. And in that moment, he realized, all those rejections, all that pain, it wasn't the end. It was just part of the journey. Months later, Aaron returned to that same park. He sat on the same bench where he had once decided to quit. He looked around for the old man, but he wasn't there. Instead, he left a new note on the bench, the same words the old man had given him. "Keep painting anyway." Because now he understood what they meant. Dreams don't die because the world doubts us. They die when we stop believing in them. Aaron's story reminds us, sometimes one conversation, one act of kindness, or one small spark can change everything. You never know how close you are to your breakthrough until you decide not to give up. So, if you're watching this right now and you feel tired, lost, or unseen, remember Aaron. Remember that one more try could be the one that changes your life forever. Because the day you almost give up might be the day your whole life begins to change.